Liz Johnston never expected that something as simple as daycare drop-off could shake her the way it did. But today felt different. It felt heavy. It felt real. When little Leighton walked back through the door after her very first day of daycare, Liz tried to keep it together. She tried to smile. But the truth, she was hurting. She wasn't prepared for how emotional it would be to let her baby go, even for a few hours. Sitting across from her parents, Amber and Joseph, Liz finally let it out. "It's just me, all the babies, and me letting her go with complete strangers," she said, her voice already cracking. Amber reached out in that calm, mom energy way she always does. "They won't be strangers for long," she reminded her gently. Joseph chimed in, repeating the same reassurance, because that's what parents do when they see their child struggling. But Liz's mind was somewhere else, somewhere tender. "She's been with us for the last 10 months, she whispered. 10 months of holding her, feeding her, watching every tiny moment. And now, handing her to a room full of people she barely knows? It felt like tearing a piece of herself away." In their confessional, Amber and Joseph explained what every parent eventually learns, that the early days of separation are the hardest, that the ache fades, that routine slowly softens the fear. But for Liz, right now, it didn't feel that simple. Back in the living room, the weight of the day finally cracked her voice. It was a lot," she admitted, eyes glassy. Amber nodded, remembering her own struggles. "I mean, the thought of taking her at 10 weeks, she said, and her voice just stopped, because the thought alone was too much. Liz shook her head immediately. "No, I couldn't. Not like that. I can't imagine if she was little." And that's where the real conversation began, the one that isn't often shown on TV. Because for little person babies, daycare isn't the same. The risks, the handling, the attention, everything requires more care, more caution, more awareness. Amber explained it honestly. When it's a little person baby, there are everyday things you just do differently. It would be very challenging to have one teacher caring for multiple babies while also giving the focused attention a little person baby needs. Joseph added something that only experience can teach. By the time a little person can sit up and balance, they're already talking across the room. Liz sat with that for a moment. Really sat with it. "Yeah, I never thought of how LP families do daycare," she said quietly. It wasn't judgment. It wasn't comparison. It was a realization that every parent's journey is different, that every child's needs shape the choices a family has to make. Today wasn't just daycare day. Today was the first day Liz felt what all new parents eventually face, the pain of letting go. Just a little, so your child can grow. And even though it hurt, even though it brought tears, there was something else in Liz's eyes too. Something small. Something hopeful. Because this wasn't just Leighton's first day. It was Liz's first day.